Thank you, Matt, and thanks for that introduction. So yeah, just very simply here, we're going to talk about this at a high level and then dig down into the details. The first step in this process is signing a flexibility purchase agreement.
Sorry.
Matt, yeah, thanks. So I'll just go through this quickly. Signing a flexibility purchase agreement. We're going to help you target customers, enroll projects, and then we'll track those over time for you so you know how well your projects are doing. And of course, finally, the final step is receiving payments. Next slide, Matt.
I think that is, it's quarterly payments, but just to be very clear, is where it talks about the life of the measure, it's fully paid out in 1 year. That you're not, even if the measure is a 10-year measure, you're not waiting around for 10 years for payments.
Good point. So the first thing that we can do to help this whole aggregator network is to get your all's logos on our website. We'll post this this link, but you can go to this link and upload your logo and get it on the website. And you'll see at the end, our last slide, we have some logos that we're showing. Thanks, Matt, for posting that. So go to this link, get your logo on our website. Step number one. Number two slide, Matt. Okay, step number two. Schedule an onboarding meeting with me. I saw some names on the list today, people who I've met with already, which is great. But of the 116 people who had registered for this webinar, probably only 3 had done that already. So, reach out to me on my email address. We'll post the link to schedule an appointment with me, and I can go over more details. So that's step number 2. So as Matt said, we have some standard documents that are fairly simple. First one is a flexibility purchase agreement. It's what we call it's a hunting license that will allow you all to start submitting projects. And we have a link to that as well. We'll provide that to you. And then we have other standard forms. There's a standard NDA and a standard M&V plan, and those are coming. There will be one for each utility company in every market that we participate in, that you participate in, I should say. And so those are coming, and we'll post those on our website as well.
And just thinking about how this works, that flexibility purchase agreement, that's, we're working with different IOUs, different CCAs, regional energy networks, hopefully some munis soon. The idea is, again, to reduce transaction costs and create consistency for all of you. So everything that we're doing is trying to create a consistent framework across all of these, what we would call counterparties, folks that are willing to pay for sometimes stackable benefits. That might be a CCA might be willing to pay for gas reductions on top of, the electric reductions from MAPS, from the market access program. So the idea being the flexibility purchase agreement is consistent, and then, each buyer, whether that's a utility or a CCA or whatever, will have their own M&V plan that has some specific rules associated with their market. Again, the idea here being trying to make it as seamless to all of you as humanly possible. So it feels like one big market, not a bunch of different patchwork quilts of different rules.
Good point. So step number 4, forecasting your cash flow. We're going to help you find those projects that have the biggest impact, particularly between 4 and 9. And as Matt said, even hours 7 and 8 are the most valuable. So we'll work with your team. You let us know what you've got in terms of projects, customers. We'll help you identify those projects that will create the greatest cash flow and the best return for your investment. That we're going to do that with some data that we have. We're going to help you target customers as well. And we'll provide you with an avoided cost curve that will allow you to calculate your own values. But there are a number of ways that we can help. Sort of low touch is that we provide you with avoided cost curve, and you compare that or multiply that times your kilowatt hours reduced for a typical project. And at the other end, we'll actually take some of your data and run it through our models and help you create a forecast for for each project individually. But then we want to see also, what's your total potential? So do you have 5 projects you're working on next year or 5,000 projects? And what do we think the KWH reduction will be?